Hello, everyone. This is Dave from Dave's Resend Things. Can you believe this? Maybe you don't know, but I am from Ontario, Canada, and we're still having snow. So we woke up this morning, not a lot, but there was still snow. So I am totally in the mood to do something springy, to do something colorful. As you can see by my shirt, I need color right now because everything outside is white and cold. What I decided to do today was a little faux stained glass window using a picture frame that I just got from the Dollar Tree and some acrylic paints. Why don't I just get started and I'll show you how I put it all together. Let's get started with this frame that I got from the dollar store. And this didn't have a backing, so I thought it was perfect for this. Some Elmer's glue. We have Crafter's acrylic paint in black, along with a yellow and a green. Both of these come from the dollar store, so you can pick these up as well. And this is glossy Mod Podge. And I did a printout using Canva and my printer, just of some tulips, and you're going to need some paintbrushes as well. To start off, I'm just going to take apart that frame. And like I said earlier, this was perfect because there was no backing on it, so there's no waste or anything. And I can just plop that on there because I want the sunshine to shine through that glass. I don't want to cover it up. So this frame was absolutely perfect. And it had two pieces of glass, which was great. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off those hangers that are supplied already. I'm just going to get rid of those because I don't want to see them. And then I'm going to take my printout and lay my glass right on top of it, position it the way I want it, and then once I get it into that spot, I'm just going to tape down all four of my edges just to make sure that that template doesn't move on me anywhere. Once that's all done, I'm going to put it to the side, and then I'm going to prep up my Elmer's glue. So this is just normal white school glue. It's about halfway done. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 3 to 4 drops of that black acrylic paint in there. Once that's done, I'm going to put that cap on and I'm going to shake, 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 and shake it some more. I really want this mixed well, so I make sure I shake it like crazy, open it up and see the color inside. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to do a couple of test runs. What I found was using little pressure and keeping the tip of that orange little cap maybe about 1/8 of an inch from the surface and letting that glue mixture just kind of fall down. You can't really see it here. I'll show you in a little bit, but all I do is I'm just going slowly. This video is actually sped up just a little bit, so you can't really see how slowly I go, but I'm just very slowly, this is in real time now, just letting that glue kind of fall out of the tip and just trace over that template. And again, my glue tip is maybe about 1/8 of an inch away from the actual surface, maybe a little bit more. And I'm actually applying it like you would apply icing sugar if you've ever done those really funky cookies with the icing on it. And then I just really take my time going around and tracing all of my lines on my little template. And again, I just do it nice and slow, make sure I've got everything covered, and then I'm just going to continue on doing the rest of that template as you see here. And once that's all done, I'm really going to let this dry for a while. Here's a little close-up look of how it looks. And I'm just going to place that to the side to dry. And of course, what happened was I went to move it and I totally smudged it. I got paint all over my fingers and I was so mad at myself. And I also noticed there was a lot of pooling going on there as well. So I decided to do a simpler printout and a design. And I'm going to do the exact same procedure over again because of obviously I ruined the previous one before. So I'm just going to do it all over again. So I just trace it over using the same method. And this one, again, this was a lot simpler than the one before. So it turned out absolutely amazing. And I was actually happier with this than I was with the other one. So using a less complicated and less detailed worked beautifully for me on this. And now I'm going to let this one dry, and I'm not going to touch it, and I'm not going to move it. And I'm going to make sure it's dry before I continue on. So here we are. It's all nice and dry. So now I'm just going to take that white paper off the back. And then when I placed it down, I noticed I couldn't really see anything. So what I did was I put another piece of paper underneath. So now that image just pops. And of course, you out there can see it as well. And to start painting, I'm going to use Elmer's glue. Now this one is clear. So this is a clear glue before we used a white glue. And I'm using 2 tones of green and 2 tones of yellow. So I've got a dark yellow, a light yellow, a dark green, and then a light green. And I'm making little pools of that clear glue. You can see it there. And then I'm just adding 1 drop of each color into each little pool of the glue. So it's just 1 little drop, goes a long, long way. And then you just mix that up until it's thoroughly mixed. You can see I'm just adding that all there. And then I'm just going to start my painting. And what I'm doing here is I'm just using a smaller paintbrush. It doesn't have to be, you know, the tiniest paintbrush ever, but I'm just using a smaller one. And I'm literally putting on globs of this as I go. So I first start using a little bit just to kind of get the area covered. And then I come back in and I really fill that up with that Elmer's glue, the clear glue, and the paint mixture. And I just fill in the area that I want it to fill in. So this is the darker yellow that I'm using right now. And you can see I'm just filling that up. And then I'm going to mix in that lighter yellow on the other side as well. And just fill it in with the green. Again, I have the dark green and the light green that I use, and I'm just filling it in as I go. And you can already see it taking shape with this beautiful colors, this beautiful tulip, especially for the spring. I just love the yellow tulip for the spring. Look at this. It looks so awesome. I'm so happy with it. And now we're going to bring in that Mod Podge, and I'm actually going to use a whole dollop of the Mod Podge. This is going to dry clear. So this is the glossy Mod Podge. So this is going to dry clear. And all I'm doing is I'm stippling that on. So I'm going to spread it around, but then I want some texture to it as well. So I'm actually just taking the paintbrush and I'm kind of pushing it into the surface all the way around. And I'm also using a small paintbrush to get into those smaller spaces. And then I'm just going to take it off this paper, but I'm going to do it ever so carefully. And then I am just going to place it down in a very safe spot to dry for 24 hours. I want this to be completely dry. And here we go. It's been 24 hours. I'm going to bring back that frame again, place that stained glass window in there, close it all up. And look at this. Oh my goodness. I just love how this turned out. This was such a fun project. You have to try it. Really, you do. And here it is in my window. I was just so happy with this. It brought a smile to my face. You can kind of see the snow in the background there. And the reason why I needed this bright tulip to cheer me up. So don't forget, give it a shot. It is so much fun. And I really hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed creating it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new project. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.